Good morning to all of you and welcome back to Career Launcher IAS. This is Preeti Sagar and I'm going to discuss important news articles from The Hindu. So first important article, that is BRICS seeks inclusive intra-Afghan dialogue. Five-member group adopts counter-terrorism action plan. This article you can find on page number 1 and its extension is mentioned on page number 8. This is important for GS paper 2 under international relations as well as prelims examination. So this is what this is about BRICS summit, which has started, and the premiers of all the member countries, they have joined this, and the subject which they have talked about or they emphasized on, that is inclusiveness of intra-Afghan dialogue. And these five members or the members of BRICS nation or BRICS grouping, they have adopted counter-terrorism action plan. So this is the new adoption which they have talked about, or BRICS has done that. So you can read about this, read the detail of it, its significance, and what will be its impact, what are the plans behind this, so that you can read about. Next important article, catching up. The success of the PLI is likely to hinge on how entrepreneurs weigh the risk-reward equation. This article you can find on page number 6. This is important for GS paper 3 under economy section. This article, that is production-linked incentive scheme, which is related to textile industries or manufacturing in the textiles, okay, and global textile trades of India. So that you can read about what is this PLI or production linked incentive, the detail of it, that is important for the prelims section of examination. Man-made fiber, what is that? Technical textiles segments. So what are these? So these terms you need to know about, and that may be important for the prelims, and the details of it is important for your mains examination under GS paper 3. Next important article, the national security discourse is changing. Policymakers and practitioners are leading the emerging consensus on the need to fundamentally reassess assumptions. This article you can find on page number 6, that is in the editorial. And this is important for GS paper 2 under international relations. Although this article, the topic of this article is about national security, where USA and global national security or global security had been talked about in this article, because it is in the global perspective, so it is important for your paper 2, and this is particularly related to one topic, that is national security. So what are the issues involved with the national security, what are the issues involved with the global security, what had been discussed in this article, the details of it you need to know about for your paper. Next important article, that is Thamirab Rani civilization, 3200 years old. Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister Stalin cites carbon dating analysis by Miami-based lab. This article you can find on page number 5. This is important for your prelims examination. Basically, a new civilization has been found in Tamil Nadu, that is Tamil Rabrani. Okay, Tamil Rabarani, and which is found in the Tamil Nadu. So what this civilization is all about, which time period it is talking about, what all findings or excavations had been there, how old it is, so, and what are the features of the civilization, that is very, very important for your examination. Next important article, C-295 induction critical for Indian Air Force. It marks culmination of decade-long process by Air Force to replace aging Avros. This article you can find on page number 8, and this is important for your prelims examination. So here in this article, explainer has been given regarding C-295 induction for the Indian Air Force, and why induction is required, what is C-295, that you need to know for the prelims paper. Next important article, that is Railway Board order announces closure of Green Fuel Wing. This article is mentioned on page number 10, which is important for GS paper 3 under infrastructure section. So basically this is about green fuel wing. What is this green fuel and why railway has talked about its closure? What are the issues involved with this, so that you can read. Railway is tackling with the problem of privatization. So what will happen after privatization? Then recently government's asset monetization pipeline, or sorry, national monetization pipeline or asset monetization scheme had been announced. So what will be its impact on the railway industry, so that you need to, or railway sector, so that you need to know about. Next important article, that is 2+2 meet to discuss Afghanistan. Australia consulting partners for joint approach in engagement with the Taliban. This article you can find on page number 10. and this is important for GS paper 2 under international relations section. So this article is about 2+2 meeting of India and Australia, India and Australia, and the topic what they have discussed, that is about Afghanistan. So discussion regarding Afghanistan between India and Australia, it is not a simple thing or simpler thing. It is have some significance basically. So what is the significance of this 2+2 dialogue which had been held recently between India and Australia? How it is turning up, and what is the meaning of this 2+2 dialogue? Basically, it is diplomacy plus external affairs minister. So this is what 2+2 dialogue is. So what they have talked about, what is its significance, how it will help to formulate the relationship or new avenues in the relationship established between India and Australia. They are sharing multiple platforms. They are like-minded countries. So its impact on the world is very much. And along with USA and Japan, they are part of Quad, they are part of Malabar exercise. So in that situation, India and Australia's relationship becomes very, very significant in Indo-Pacific region. And if we see Indian Ocean, then Indian Ocean as well, India and Australia's presence is very, very significant. So you need to know, you need to know some details of it. You need to have some important points of it for your paper, whether it is prelims as well as for the main section. So these are all important articles which had been published in today's newspaper. So you can save your time by reading only these such news articles. No need to waste your time on reading the entire newspaper. At the end of this document, you can find the summary where all such important articles which is mentioned above had been mapped against the page numbers for your simplification. So that is all for the day. This document you can find on our Telegram channel, the description of which has been mentioned below the link has been mentioned in the description box. So from there you can follow. So that's all for the day. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care.